Hi guys, I have been working out and I feel amazing. But I'm not here to tell you how much I worked out or anything like that. I'm here to encourage somebody that asked me, Rosemary, for the longest time I keep seeing a plateau. For Rosemary, for the longest time I've seen my weight stay the same. Oh, baby girl, you know what I wrote to you. And I just want to say I'm in the same boat. I'm in the boat with you. But you cannot allow that to defeat you. You cannot. It brings me to tears because there's times I want to give up. There's times I say, what the heck do I do all this for? And I've got this new motto. I'm going to do the best and forget the rest. I'm just going to do the best me that I can be, and I'm going to forget about the rest, my friend. I am. All I can do is keep doing what I do for me, what makes me feel good, what makes me keep getting up in the morning and sweating and doing what I do. It's not about because you didn't reach a number. It's not about because so-and-so got there and you haven't yet. It's not about that. I wish I would have learned this earlier. But I didn't. I had to walk through it. I had to walk through this thing that I'm walking through. And I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to get out of it too. But in the meantime, I'm not going to let it defeat me. I'm not going to let it defeat me. Is it hard? Yeah, it is. I get up, same number. And I put in so much effort into being me with my food. My food's on time. My food's right. My exercise is right. It's on the money. And yet, I'm at a standstill. What do you do when you're at a standstill? What do you do when you're at a plateau? What do you do when you keep fighting through it and you seem like you're not going anywhere? You keep pushing through. You keep pushing through that tunnel because sooner or later there's going to be light. And you're going to be so glad that you pushed through. Don't stay in the tunnel. You know, you might have just made that much dent in you. But you got to keep pushing through. You know, it's something that is inside you that can get motivated. But it's got to be you. You've got to motivate you. You can see this video. You can see thousands of videos to help you get motivated. And I appreciate every video that's made for me that makes me get up and push through. But really, who wakes me up in the morning? Well, besides Blue Eyes handing me a black cup of coffee. But who makes me put these things on, these clothes on to get me going, to start my day? You know, I don't have breakfast until I've done my workout. That's a rule that I've made for myself. It's not a bad rule. It's not a bad thing. But that's what gets me going. That's what keeps me pushing through. I'm glad you asked me because I was kind of feeling in a slump. And you asking me the question gets me to thinking about what I've been doing and what I've been preaching and what I've been preaching about, and I have got to work that same recipe, right? Just do the best and forget about the rest. Forget about it. Do what you have to do to keep going because there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. I know there is. And if there's not, hey, I've worked on me. I've worked on my heart. I've worked on my lungs. I've worked on me. And that is what counts, my friend. If you can do 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour and a half, you have triumphed something that you never have been able to do before, right? if you can do 10 minutes more today that you did yesterday, you have triumphed. That's victory, right? I hope I said something to you today. It's Saturday. Yeah, I don't work out on Sundays and Mondays, but I really am thinking of changing that up. Instead of doing 5 days a week, do 6 days a week. Because I usually get off. I do an off days, Sundays and Mondays, but I'm thinking of doing 6 days. So, yeah, I'm still at a standstill. I'm still at the same number, but I'm not going to let that defeat me. Because I feel good right now. I feel good about my body. I think that losing all the weight that I lost, because I've lost quite a bit, over 300 pounds, has and I'm in menopause right now. I know you guys hear that, and I don't want to use as that. I'm not using that as an excuse. You see, I could say I'm menopausal, and I haven't. What's the point? The number's not moving. But I'm moving, and that's the point. That's the point, that I'm moving. I'm feeling good about me, and it makes me feel good. And I see changes. A lot of times you're not going to see the changes on the scale, but you're going to see the changes in you. That's a bigger point. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of exercise. I said I was going to show her what I meant by intervals. So you asked for me to show you what I meant about intervals and what I do. So I'm just going to give you a little taste of it. I have bad knees, and I still do squats, and I still kind of skip from side to side. I'll show you here in a minute. But what I want to do, or what I'm doing for me, again, I'm not I kind of hesitate these kind of questions because they're just, what I do. And I'm not a pro at any of this. But anyway, so, Black Candy could probably answer the question better than I could, or Wendy. But anyway, I do things for my body, for my age. Anyway, I don't know why I give you excuses, but, not excuses, but I don't know why I get so flustered when it's time when people ask me questions about my exercise. I don't know. This is an elliptical, and what I do is I have it up at the highest number it goes, which is 10. So I had shown a video earlier about how I do 1 minute and rest 30 seconds. 1 minute, 30 seconds. I am up, I promise you, I'm not lying, I am up to 3 minutes and resting. I don't even rest. I get off. I do 3 minutes. 30 minutes, I wish. Anyway, I do 3 minutes. My heart is like pounding. And then I get off, and I take these, which are the ones I showed you guys that I did. They're a little bit over 2.5 pounds each. And I do these, right? And then I do squats. And then I keep them in my hands, and I do running back and forth. I don't want to get out of the shot, but I skip back and forth. And so my legs, because I work on my legs, I'm moving my legs back and forth. And then I'll do these, which I wish I could show you guys. I guess the only way I'm going to show you is if I move you. But I don't want to make this video very long either. But what I'm doing is with my weights, and sometimes I'll put the weights on my ankles, but I was told not to do that because I could hurt myself. But I do side to side. Or I just go from side to side as far as I can go. And if I squat down a little bit, it helps. It's like a resistance. And I will use bands too. So there's a lot of things that I do back and forth. And then I go back to the elliptical. I will go back to the elliptical, and I will do those 3 minutes. And that's what I do. I'm putting you up on a shelf. And that's what I do for me. So, what I'm trying to say in all of this, and I hope I helped you to realize that you've got to do your best and forget about the rest. Forget about other people doing what they can do. Do what you can do. Again, I thank you for the question, because, sometimes it makes me feel like, there's not going to be light at the end of the tunnel, but I have to believe, you know, like the faith that I have. I have to believe without seeing. You know, what is faith? that light is going to come, and that light is going to shine, and I'm going to get this body where I want it. And, you know, I keep saying, even if the scale doesn't move, I've got to move. I got to get up for me today. It gives me this thing inside me saying, I did it. I did it. I completed my task of today. And then I do everything else. Okay? So I love you. I hope I answered your question. Do your best. Forget about the rest. Bye for now. I don't know where I heard that, but I'm glad I heard it. And it's helped me up in here. All right. Bye, guys.